Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be giving my NBA DraftKings picks for Saturday, November 11th. We got a big slate today on this Saturday, an 11-game slate. Before we get started looking at this slate, if you guys could drop a like on the video, would really appreciate it. Also, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe as well. We've been getting a ton of subscribers lately, so thank you to everyone who has come to the channel and subscribed. I really appreciate it. The likes have also been through the roof as well. We've been getting pretty much 200 likes on over every single video. So thank you guys so much for that as well. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you're new. This video is probably going to be pretty short. I have already recorded the video. I did already record the video before this, but the audio got messed up. So this is my second time recording, so I'm not going to talk too much about each player since I kind of already did it. I'm still going to go position by position and do my 5 plays, hit on guys I like, but I'm not going to talk too much about each player, just a couple sentences. So this video might be a little bit shorter than normal. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started today looking at point guard. Alright, so at point guard here up top, we got Harden. I'm not going to be paying up for Harden today because there's another stud I like that we'll get onto later. And it's just sort of a tough matchup against Memphis. 11,400. Don't want to pay that against Memphis for Harden, or don't want to pay that for Harden going up against Memphis. And there, like I said, there are other studs I like, so I'm not going to be on Harden. John Wall would be the guy I would pay up for at point guard here. I would prefer him over Steph. Wall gets a really good matchup playing at home against Atlanta, a really bad defensive team against the point guard. And John Wall plays really well at home. We all know that. So if you're going to pay up at point guard, give me Wall here over Curry and probably over Harden. Give me that discount off of Harden. Go with John Wall. I would also prefer Wall over Simmons as well. I kind of don't like this spot for Ben Simmons. He is going to have to see some tough defensive matchups going up against Klay Thompson or Draymond Green or KD. All those guys are good defenders. So Simmons could definitely struggle here. So I'm kind of off of him today as well. If I'm going to pay up at point guard, it's going to be for John Wall today. But this mid-tier is where some intriguing options are. 2 guys here that I think you can definitely target. Ricky Rubio, 7,100, going up against Brooklyn. Really good spot for Rubio, really good spot for the Jazz. In a pace-up matchup and a good defensive matchup. Brooklyn, a bad defensive team. We all know they played a very fast pace. So you're definitely going to want to get some Jazz in your lineup, Ricky Rubio being one of them. 7,100. If you're looking at mid-tier, I think he's a guy you want to target. Jeff Teague, 6,800, going up against Phoenix. Jeff Teague was also another guy I really liked today. Phoenix, really bad defensively against the point guards. They also played a very fast pace as well, so definitely a good spot for Jeff Teague if you're looking in that 6K range. Him and Mike Conley are both intriguing options. I would prefer Teague for 100 more. Mike Conley also gets a good matchup against Houston. Houston been really bad defensively against guards this year now that they lost Chris Paul. So I definitely think you can target Jeff Teague and Conley. I would prefer Teague though if you're choosing between the two. And then some other guys a little bit cheaper. Eric Bledsoe, 6,400, going up against the Lakers. Right now, as I'm recording this video, it is Friday night. This game against the Spurs is going on. I'm not sure how well Bledsoe's playing. I haven't been paying too much to the game. But Bledsoe has a really nice price tag here at 6,400. Obviously a great matchup against the Lakers. He did make his debut for the Bucks on Friday night. That game's going on as I'm recording this video. So I think you can play Bledsoe here at 6,400 if you want to get exposure to the Bucks. I think he's sort of a cheaper way you can do that. Some other point guards I like. I have 3 core plays here. One guy will go at point guard, one will be at shooting guard, and the other will be plugged into the guard position. The first guy I like, Dennis Smith Jr., 5,400, going up against Cleveland. Really good matchup for Smith Jr. Cleveland's just been terrible defensively this year. They haven't been able to stop anybody. So this is a great spot for Dennis Smith. The price tag's also very nice as well. He's been playing very well lately, has had some really solid games. In his last 4 games, he put up 23, 24, 27, coming off one of his best games of the year against Washington where he put up 45 DraftKings points, had 22 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. So definitely like Dennis Smith Jr. as a mid-tier cheap point guard we can target at 5,400. And another one of my 5 plays, Lou Williams, 5,300, going up against the Pelicans. Definitely like Lou Williams here with Patrick Beverley out. Lou Williams was supposed to start on Friday, but they came out and said that Sandarius Thornwell was going to start for Patrick Beverley. So Lou Williams will still be playing off the bench. Like I said, I'm recording this on Friday night, so I haven't been paying much attention to that Clippers game. The game just started as I started recording. If Thornwell plays really well, he could definitely be a cheap option you want to target here. He is just 3K. He's the minimum price. So if Thornwell sees good minutes on Friday night, and if he plays really well, you can definitely target him for value. But my guy is going to be Lou Will playing with the second unit. He's going to have a ton of usage. He's going to take a ton of shots. So I like him today. Shooting guard, 5,300. Think you definitely want to target him. And then one more of my 5 plays, Mike James at 5K, going up against Minnesota. Just a great matchup for Mike James. Really nice price tag as well. Definitely think he's a good cash game play here. He's hit 5x value in 3 of his last 4 games, which is what you want for cash games. You usually want about 5x, 5 to 6x in cash, and James has been living there lately. I think he's going to get there again today at just 5K, 25 DK points. Totally can get there going up against Minnesota and Jeff Teague, who is a bad defender. So I like Mike James today. Smith Jr., Lou Will, Mike James, all 3 guys I'm definitely going to be looking to get some exposure to for value. And then some cheaper point guards. There's 2 guys 5K and under I think you can target. Emmanuel Mudiay, 4,700, going up against Orlando. Mudiay's coming off one of his best games of the year. He's pretty much solidified himself as the best point guard for Denver. I think he's better than Jamal Murray. I think Mudiay should definitely be getting more minutes. He usually plays about mid-20s in minutes. We'll sometimes see near 30s in minutes if he's playing really well. He did see 30 minutes against OKC. In that game, he had a really nice game. So at 4,700, a tournament play. Cheap guy, Emmanuel Mudiay, 4,700. I think he's in play for value. The other guy I think you can target for value at point guard is J.J. Barea, 4,300. Just like to always consider J.J. Barea just because he's such a consistent player. It's a great matchup against Cleveland. They've been really bad defensively this year. So if you need another value play, J.J. Barea at 4,300. I think you can definitely target him. But yeah, those are some guys I'm looking to target at point guard today, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to shooting guard. All right, so shooting guard today, some guys you can target. We got a bunch of guys in this 7K range. There is one guy I would target here, and that's Bradley Beal at 7,500. If you're looking in this 7K range, there are about 4 or 5 guys here. Definitely give me Bradley Beal, 7,500, going up against Atlanta. The Hawks have just been terrible defensively this year. Bradley Beal, just like John Wall, plays really well at home. He's averaged like 40 DK points at home this year. So I definitely think if you're looking in that price range, if you're going to pay up a shooting guard, Bradley Beal would be the guy I would target. Then other shooting guards that we can target, you can play Eric Bledsoe here at 6,400. He's point guard and shooting guard eligible. I like him at both positions. But some guys that are 6K and under, some mid-tier and value plays. Justin Holiday, 5,400, going up against the Spurs. Always like to consider Justin Holiday. He plays a ton of minutes. The Spurs are going to be without Kawhi Leonard today, I believe. So they're going to still be struggling defensively against shooting guards and small forwards. So if you need a cheap play, Justin Holiday, 5,400. Think he's in play for value or in the mid-tier of the value. And then 5K and under, some more value plays we can target. There's only one guy I really like here for value. J.J. Redick, 4,700, going up against Golden State. This is a fast-paced game. This game is going to be played at a fast pace. If it can stay competitive, I definitely think you want to target J.J. Redick here at 4,700. He does play really well in fast-paced games. Golden State is pretty solid defensively. I'm not sure who Redick will see, whether it be Curry or Klay Thompson, but either way, if this game stays competitive, Redick could totally have a good game, 30, 40 DK points, definitely a possibility. He did put up 47 against the Pacers. That was an up-and-pace game. He shot the ball really well. Redick has that kind of upside when he's making his shots. He can definitely hit 6x value. So if you need a cheap play shooting guard, he would be the guy I would target. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for shooting guard today, guys. There aren't a ton of value plays I really like here. I think this might be a position where I look to pay up or go to the mid-tier or play some of those guys that are shooting guard eligible that I like back at point guard. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to small forward. All right, so at small forward, one of my favorite plays is up top here, 11,200, Giannis Antetokounmpo going up against the Lakers. Just love this spot for the Greek Freak. The Lakers are not a good defensive team. Their best defender is KCP, and I don't think KCP is going to be able to stop Giannis. Giannis is pretty much matchup proof. So if this game can stay competitive, it can stay close. The Greek Freak could just totally smash, even though he's really expensive at 11,200. The potential for 6x is definitely there if it's a competitive game. So if I had to choose one stud on this slate, Giannis is definitely going to be the guy I pay up for. There are a ton of guys like 10K and above that you can pay up for. Giannis is going to be the one I target. 11-2 going up against the Lakers. Love this spot for him. I'm obviously going to prefer him over LeBron. LeBron is 10,800 going up against Dallas. Not going to be on LeBron today because I like Giannis so much. Giannis is 400 more. Just give me Giannis. I'll find the salary to get up to him. Same with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is really cheap today. He's under 10K. But like I said, I'm going to be paying up at small forward today. Giannis is going to be the guy I target. So not going to be on LeBron, not going to be on KD. Giannis is going to be the guy that I pay up for. And then if you're looking in this mid-tier at small forward, I think there are a couple guys you can target here. First off, Aaron Gordon, 7,600, going up against Denver. Pace-up spot for Gordon. I think he's definitely in play. He's played well in pace-up spots against Brooklyn this year. Had his best game of the year. Played 37 minutes, had 65 DraftKings points, 41 points, 14 rebounds. Gordon plays well in these kind of spots, and Denver's not good defensively against the power forward. So I think if you are looking for or a small forward, power forward in that range, give me Aaron Gordon, 7,600. Always consider him for tournaments because he has a ton of upside. And going up against Denver, he would definitely be a guy I'd target. And then if you're looking in the 6K range, there are two guys I like here. First off, Otto Porter, 6,500, going up against Atlanta. Definitely a good spot for Otto Porter. Really nice price tag on him as well. If this game can stay close, Otto Porter should definitely be able to get 5-6x value. He's always a good play for tournaments. He has a ton of upside. He has multiple games this year with over 50 DraftKings points. Put up 54 against Detroit earlier this year, 53 against Golden State. And in his last in his last 4 games, he's had 2 games with 35 DK points and 39 DK points. So definitely a consistent player, has good upside for tournaments. Great matchup against Atlanta. So I like him at 6,500. And then if Kristaps Porzingis is out today, he is currently questionable. You're definitely going to want to consider Tim Hardaway Jr. at 6,400. When Porzingis missed their last game against Orlando, Hardaway played 38 minutes, had 43 DraftKings points, got 26 points, 11 rebounds. He sees a ton of usage with Porzingis out. So if Porzingis is out, definitely consider THJ. If Porzingis plays, I probably won't be on him just because I don't like that price tag. But if Porzingis is out, he's definitely worth that price tag at 6,400. And then a couple more plays I like. 5,900, Robert Covington going up against the Warriors. I feel like this is a really good spot for Covington. The Warriors do play at a very fast pace. Covington plays well in fast-paced games. He will probably see a tough defensive matchup, whether it be Thompson, Draymond, or Kevin Durant. All those guys are good defenders, like I talked about earlier. But Covington's been playing really well lately. In his last 4 games, he's put up 36, 36, 34, and 41 DraftKings points. He's definitely been hitting value. He has upside for tournaments, especially if this game stays competitive. Covington could put up 40 plus, which is obviously a good value for tournaments. So if you're looking in that price tier at small forward, Rocco 5,900, I think he's definitely in play. Justin Holiday, I talked about him earlier. He is small forward eligible as well, 5,400. You're looking in the mid tier, I think you can target him. And then that's pretty much it for small forward value. There is one cheap play I'll get onto in a second. JJ Redick, small forward eligible. I like him at 4,700 as a GBP play. But the cheap play here, 3,900, Wesley Johnson going up against the Pelicans. If you need just a straight up punt at small forward, I think you can consider Wesley Johnson here if Gallinari is out. I'm not sure if Gallinari has been ruled out yet for Saturday, but if he is out, Johnson will continue to start and he will see plenty of minutes. He played 33 minutes in the 2 games that Gallinari was out and put up 14 and 26 DraftKings points. Johnson's definitely not a sexy play for tournaments by any means because he's not going to just crush. But for cash games with that price tag, he can definitely get 5-6x value. It's a good matchup against the Pelicans. If Gallinari's out, he's going to play a ton of minutes. So if you need a really cheap small forward play, Wesley Johnson would be a guy with target. I'm at 3,900. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for small forward today, guys. Those are some guys I have my eye on. Let's go ahead and move on to power forward. All right, so at power forward today, up top here, we got 2 studs, DeMarcus Cousins, Anthony Davis, 10-9 and 10-7 going up against the Clippers. I'm not going to be paying up for these guys personally because I just like Giannis so much. I can't pay up for all the studs. And I feel like if there's one team that could give these guys trouble, it would be the Clippers. The Clippers have Blake Griffin. They have DeAndre Jordan. And those guys definitely match up well with these 2 bigs. So for tournaments, you can always consider Boogie and AD. But for cash, if I'm just making one lineup today, I'm paying up for Giannis at 11-2. He's my favorite stud on this slate. But for tournaments, Boogie and AD, if you're making multiple lineups, you definitely want to consider those guys. But looking for cheaper power forwards that we can target, there's 2 guys in this 7K range that I definitely like today. First off, LaMarcus Aldridge, 7,800 going up against the Bulls. Really nice price tag on Aldridge. He did drop $400 from his last game. He was 8,200 against the Clippers. And today, in a really good matchup against the Bulls, he is only 7,800. So he's a good cash game play today. It's very likely he returns value on that salary. And for tournaments, with Kawhi out, we know Aldridge is going to take a ton of shots, so he has the upside for tournaments. He can put up monster games when Kawhi is out. He's done it multiple times this year. Had a 52 game against Chicago, 46 against Miami, 49 against Golden State. So for cash and tournaments, LaMarcus Aldridge, really good play in that 7K range. And same goes with Kevin Love at 7,300 going up against Dallas. We know Dallas, one of the worst rebounding teams in the league. So Kevin Love should just totally be able to dominate the boards in this spot. And he is another guy that has a ton of upside. Always a good tournament play. Against Milwaukee, he put up 63 DraftKings points in that game, 32 points, 16 rebounds. Love is a kind of guy that has 20-20 upside, 20 points, 20 rebounds. Definitely has that kind of upside. And given this matchup against Dallas, a really bad rebounding team, I definitely think if you look in that 7K range, LaMarcus Aldridge, Kevin Love would definitely be two guys I would target. There's some cheaper power forwards that we can target, maybe 5K and under. There's one guy I like here, or there's two guys I like here, both 4,900. They're both power forward and center eligible, so you can play them at both spots or at either spot. First off, Alex Len, 4,900, going up against the Timberwolves. Right now, as I'm recording this video, I haven't checked that Suns game. I'm not sure how Alex Len's playing right now. I am recording this on Friday night. The Suns are playing right now against the Magic, and Alex Len did start that game with Tyson Chandler out. If Alex Len has a really nice game on Friday night and Tyson Chandler is out again on Saturday, you definitely want to go back to Alex Len here at 4,900. Didn't see a price increase at all. He's still the same price as he was on Friday. And if Tyson Chandler is out, Len should continue to start. Should continue to see plenty of minutes if he can stay out of foul trouble. So if you're looking at that price tier, or if you're looking to go cheap at power forward, he would be a guy I would target. And at that same price, Taj Gibson, 4,900, going up against the Suns in that same game. He's another guy I would target for value. Gibson's just been playing really well lately. Been seeing really consistent minutes. It's a really good matchup against the Suns, a bad defensive team, a team that plays at a very fast pace. So he's another guy I would target for value. If you're just choosing between Len or Gibson, if Chandler is out, I would prefer Len, but if Chandler plays, obviously you probably want to get off of Len, go to Gibson if you need that cheap power forward. Those are two guys I would target. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for power forward. Wesley Johnson, I talked about him earlier. He's power forward eligible. If you need a cheap play, you can go to him at 3,900. But I think that's what I'm seeing for power forward today, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to center. All right, so at center today, there's two guys in this 8K range that I have a ton of interest in. If I can pay up at center, I will be targeting these guys. Nikola Jokic and Rudy Gobert. Starting off with Jokic, he's in a really good spot here going up against the Magic, a really bad defensive team against the center. We know Nikola Vucevic is not a very good defender, so you definitely want to target Jokic here at 8,400. He has plenty of upside to pay off the salary. He put up 74 DraftKings points against Brooklyn. He has triple-double upside, has that kind of massive potential to win you a GPP. And in this matchup against the Magic, who, like I said, are bad defensively against the center, Jokic, 8,400, really good play if you're paying up at center. Same with Rudy Gobert, 8,300, going up against Brooklyn. Brooklyn has pretty much been the worst defensive team this year against centers. Rudy Gobert should totally be able to dominate in this matchup. If this game can stay close, Gobert could go off for 20 and 20, put up 50 DraftKings points. Wouldn't surprise me at all. So if you're looking to pay up at center as well, Gobert and Jokic are two guys I absolutely love today. Personally, I couldn't put him in the 5 just because I paid up for Giannis. But if value opens up throughout the day, these are guys I'm definitely going to be jamming into lineups. Jokic and Gobert, just two great plays today if you're paying up at center. Then other centers that we can target in the 7K range, Marc Gasol, 7,400, going up against Houston. Definitely think Gasol is in play here. Really nice price tag on him as well. Did see a little bit of a decrease in price. His price has actually decreased a lot lately. He was 7,900 on the 5th against the Lakers, and then he dropped to 7,700. Now he's 7,400 today in a good pace-up matchup against Houston. We know Houston plays at a really fast pace. They're not the best defensive team. Gasol has faced Houston twice this year. Didn't do that great. He only put up 37 and 30 DraftKings points in the two spots that he faced Houston this year. But I think Gasol is definitely going to be able to get close to 40 here. Wouldn't surprise me at all if he got 40 plus. I think Gasol is definitely in play for cash because he should totally be able to get 5x on the salary. For tournaments, 6 to 7x wouldn't surprise me at all from Gasol today. So at 7,400, if you're looking in that price range, he would be a guy I would target. Now my fifth play, my final play of the 5 plays today is at 5,400 at center. Marcin Gortat going up against Atlanta. Just a great matchup for Gortat. The Hawks have been terrible defensively this year against centers. Now that they lost Dwight Howard, they just can't defend any centers. Like I said earlier, I'm recording this video on Friday night, and Andre Drummond is currently just destroying Atlanta. I believe he has like 50, 60 DraftKings points just going off. Not saying that Gortat's going to get that much today, but definitely want to target him here at 5,400 in a great matchup. Like I said, Atlanta's just struggled defensively against centers this year. Gortat has a really nice price tag. I think he's definitely going to be able to get a double-double today, especially if this game stays close. Gortat should totally smash that price tag. So if you're looking in that cheaper end of center, he would be a guy to target. Have a ton of interest in him today. And that's pretty much it for center. The other two guys that were center eligible today, Alex Len, Taj Gibson, 4,900. If you need value, those are guys I would target. But nobody else I'm going to be looking to target today at center. So I think that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like on the video. And if you are new to the channel, be sure you subscribe. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do really appreciate it. We will see you in the next video, guys. Good luck tonight. Peace.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, she shaking fast. Yeah, she dropping slow. Huh? What? Yeah, neck on fro. Whoa, 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 whoa.